Good evening, everybody. After having accepted to come here, there were doubts generated in my mind by my grandson of 10 years age. He told me, what is it, a fossilized 70-year-old fellow going to talk to young people like us? And I was floored, but I said I will. And then somebody reminded me of the public speaking exercise, where people, when they come to speak in the public, they're so scared that they call public speaking is the fear number 1 and death fear number 2. So therefore, I don't know whether I am courageous or a foolhardy person. But I am here with you, and certain slides I will pass over quickly because the time element has been changed. I had 18 minutes earlier, now I have 10. So I told Snigdha that I will tell her to move faster when. Yeah. So I am going to speak on empowerment and nation building activity. We'll quickly go over what is youth defined as. Change slide. Yeah. See, like I said, many great speakers in the past have this to say. There are two biggest fears in the world. Number 1 is public speaking. Number 2 being death. Every speaker has a mouth, an arrangement which is neat. Sometimes it is filled with wisdom, sometimes with foot and mouth disease. But I'm here. Now, what is youth defined as? Youth is defined as the appearance, freshness, vigor, spirit, etc., which is characterized by all of you who are sitting here, much more younger, vibrant, intelligent, enthusiastic, and you are the leaders of tomorrow, the citizens of tomorrow, and the country is yours. And what is empowerment? Empowerment is the right or the belief that I will decide my future. I will decide what I want to do. Today's generation is lucky when you compare to about 50 years ago or 30 years ago, that you have a lot more choices to make. And you make it with the assistance of your teachers, mentors, parents, and the society. And therefore, you are in a better position today to make your own choice. Youth is a stage of constructing the self-concept. The self-concept of youth is influenced by several variables. For example, today you want to have a choice. You see, what is my classmate doing? What is the things my classmate or my friend has? What dress the peers are wearing? So therefore your choices are now being determined. What course is taking? In fact, a niece of mine was having a list of courses that she wanted to take. I said, why are you looking at the timetable? Say, uncle, I want to see which course starts at 11 o'clock and later because I sleep till 9 o'clock. So the choices you make is, today like that. Now, as I told you that the time is short, I will rather cut down a few of those stuff. But basically, I will speak to you regarding the advantages of youth today, the challenges that you face, and the responsibilities as youth and citizens of tomorrow in nation-building activities, right? Now, some areas where you are now more empowered than most of us were are listed here. Technology and communication. To make a telephone call, those days we had to stand in a queue somewhere. To get a telephone, it took 2 years. Today you have cell phones. You communicate globally, not locally, globally. Internet gives you access to social issues, the Twitter, the blog, the Facebook. They all have such vast potential for you to not only get information, to get exchange ideas, to get innovative ideas. Then you have transportation. You travel today, so mobile you are with your vehicles. I remember today the young ladies at 9, 10 o'clock, they are moving on a two-wheeler. It's a big empowerment exercise. I don't know whether, it's a big revolution that has happened. There were days when we had to escort our sisters or mothers or somebody to the market when they wanted to go day shopping. Today, young ladies are going at night, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock after finishing duties on two-wheelers. It's a big empowerment of the woman. It's a vehicle which has changed this society. Youngsters have a choice of games and toys. We had no other choice. What was given to you, you took it and you carried on with it. But today, you want a, so all those boxes, iBox and Wi-Fi and the new Nintendo. I don't know what they are, but there are plenty of them. People are making their life choice, partners of life choice. Whom they want to marry with, whom they want to spend a life with. So there is a lot of empowerment today. And therefore, it is for you to utilize all this in a constructive manner. Now, some suggestions for you as young people growing up, going to be the nation's leaders of tomorrow. Be truthful to yourself. Because if you're truthful to yourself, everything else is clear. Because it is your own conscience which should tell you that you are right or wrong. You cannot cheat yourself. Then you cannot cheat anybody after that. Determination. You must decide that I will do it. There is a major who has lost 2 legs, amputated. He's got prosthetic legs. He runs a marathon. He doesn't come first. The technology that he's got is so bad that their legs bleed. But he completes the marathon. There are people like that. You must have seen the ZTV color tier, the programs for India's Got Talent. Imagine the kind of background those people are coming, some of them from. And yet, they've achieved that. And it is sheer determination on their part to better their prospects, to better their life, that has propelled them to reach that stage. Discipline. Discipline is how you want to behave, what you want to do, how you want to show your character. Dream, definitely dream. Dream big. When you leave your home, you know where you want to go. Otherwise, you will get out of the house, you don't know where you want to go. And in a big decision like yours of your life career, you must know where you want to go. Yes, the dreams may be big, you may not reach the star, but you'll reach somewhere. But it will not be directionless. So I want all of you young people to dream what you want to do. It's a big thing. Tolerance. Tolerance for everybody, religion, varieties of people. That particular thing, patience is wrong. Patience. Have patience. Don't be in a hurry. Things don't happen that fast. Sometimes give time. And you see on the road, people are trying to get bypass from somewhere, pass a red light. It's all impatience. And there's no discipline. Use technology, internet, blog, Twitter, Facebook for constructive purposes. You saw recently that the people from Bangalore migrated to Assam on a false message, a rumor that are being circulated. The same thing happened in a better way in Tahrir Square when the entire Middle Eastern governments were under trouble because of internet. Well, technology available to them. Communication goes instantaneous. We saw Twin Towers being blown up by the aircraft, and it was seen in TV here instantaneously. So information travels very fast. So be careful, use it constructively for good purposes. Then I gave you the example of the army major who with 2 amputated legs. So there's determination. You must have heard of Mr. Anil Agarwal of Vedanta Industries, one of the richest persons in the world. He was an ordinary scrap dealer. But he reached there. Dream. Not just money. What do you want to be? You've got wide choices today. And by and large, most parents are in a position to allow you to experiment with what you want to do. I have a student of mine whose 2 daughters. One daughter wanted to do law, found the best institution that she thought in Pune. 3 years later, she decided, I don't want to do law. I want to do animation. Well, accept it. So you have wide choices in that sense. I also mentioned to you about India Got Talent on ZTV, the kind of personalities who come there. They show you the guts, the courage, the conditions from where they come and how far they have reached. It's pure grit, determination, discipline, dreams. So please dream. There's my, I keep on repeating that dream is there. Dream must be there. Yeah. This just take Gautam Buddha's one of those, take the first part. A man asked a sculpturist, how do you make such beautiful idols from stone? The sculptor replied, idols and images are already hidden. I remove unwanted stone only. All of you are uncut diamonds. It requires your discipline, your mentoring, your institutions, and the peers and the company and the family that you have. And all of you can be like that. Now, I also mentioned about this. The one more thing I want to come across is mobility of jobs. Today you can move anywhere in the globe to work. Careers are open. So many avenues of careers have come up. Look at about 20, 30 years ago, there were 5, 6 careers that people had: engineer, doctor, veterinarian, agriculturist, whatever, few handful of those. Today there are wide variety of jobs that are available to you. Have time, or I am done with what? Have a time? There's a light there. Okay. Now some challenges, as I said, technology. Technology for both good and bad. So use it in a purposeful way. You have at the flick of a finger information about anything that you want. Unlike past where you had to go to libraries, read books, try and find out, today you can sit in the house and get any information from anywhere that you want. So use technology for that purpose. Use it for the betterment of the common man. There are plenty of technology that come about where in India we have the people who are not so fortunate. Now I am reminded of when you come back to the nation building, John F. Kennedy said, ask not what the country can do for you, ask what you can do for the country. This is something that you should think of now. Now, there are areas where at your age you might not be really sure what to do, but as you, even today, in your social circle, in your society, in your groups, you can take up educating the less fortunate. There are a lot of people who are there who are not so fortunate to have got education at all. There are elders who don't know how to read and write. There are younger people who don't have the opportunity to go to school. You could get involved and do that. And it doesn't cost much time. Once a week, twice, once in 2 weeks, spend some time, you can still do that. Social causes for the upliftment of all. There are a lot of people who are really having, no status. They find it difficult. They don't know what to do. So that's where you can go and educate them, take up their cause, try and see if you can help them out. Care for the environment. Just now, Paralkar said about the habitat, but general environment in your own area, it is your world. It is where you are going to live. It is your future, your citizens. Take care of the environment in every way. Dirt, the garbage bins that are there. You promote the cleanliness culture. Like we keep our homes clean. Unfortunately, Indians are very good at keeping their homes clean, but outside environment is not their cup of tea. They don't care. So the ecology, the cutting of trees, the loss of greenery, these are all areas where you may not be able to be proactive, but certainly you can plant some trees. You can encourage people to do that. So it is an area where you can take some part. Develop technology for the benefit of all, including the common man. Now the biggest issue today is corruption. I know it's not easy for you to say that I will not, I will not involve in bribery, I will not do all that. All that may not be possible. But you can take a pledge that as you grow and as you become responsible, you will not indulge in any corrupt practices or bribery. That you can do. When you grow up, see what you can do. But once you pledge, I'm sure you will try to implement it tomorrow. But you may not be able to stop corruption outside because you are not in that stage where you can do. But definitely you can take a pledge and oath that you will not indulge in any corrupt or bad practices. And as I said, dream and determination. Your I can and I will is more important than IQ. If you don't have the will, don't have the desire, no matter how intelligent you are, it makes no difference. Recently, a politician got into trouble by saying that, Dawood Ibrahim and Swami Vivekananda had the same IQ. Well, IQ was used in the wrong sense in one direction. In the other way, it was used for a good way. But your determination that I will and I can is important. Your destiny unfolds according to the choices you make. Here again, we can go back to the same example I gave you. Dawood Ibrahim made a different choice. A scientist makes a different choice. So your life depends on the choice that you make. Mind is truly like any other muscle, which becomes useless if not used. Have you realized that when you have a sickness, when you have a fracture, you haven't used a limb for some time? What happens? You have to do physiotherapy, you have to do exercise to get it back to shape. Same. If you don't use your mind, then it starts deteriorating, you won't be able to have any use. So keep using the brains. This is what Robin Sharma in the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, wrote down, and I thought it was an appropriate quote to put it here. Moments of life are merely creations of the self. There is no luck in success. It is only preparation and hard work. In the service, there used to be a quotation which I remember. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war. That is, the more practice you do, the more efficient you become, the less risk of your dying or getting hit, and more chances for you to win the bar. So this is very appropriate to you. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in war is exactly where it is. Now in the defense services, we have the pledge that we take when we get commissioned. The welfare, the country's honor and protection comes first. Done. The well-being and welfare of people working under them comes second. Their personal interest and welfare comes last. This is what I would like you to do when you look at the country, and say first the country, then by others and me. This is what I would like you to do. Yeah. So there's some concerns of mine. People are lacking sense of direction, so they go haywire, they go into wrong practices. Then you have lack of role models today. We had people like Gandhiji, Nehru, Lala Lajpat Rai, Tilak, etc. But today you have a problem. Conquer yourself, the whole world, the whole universe will be yours. Character has to be established through 1,000 stumbles. All power is within you. Do not believe that you are weak. You can do anything and everything. This is what Swami Vivekananda said. I have given some books to your library of Swami Vivekananda. You may like to read it. And I think before anybody starts talking something, Mark Twain said, you stop speaking when people stop listening. And therefore, thank you and good night.